Well, hello everybody. This is DJ Gerry, and I'm here to talk about a very important topic, which is rock and roll comics. That's right. And where should I start? Well, I got to start in the beginning. And that goes all the way back to 1977 with Howard the Duck comics. I don't know if you remember that, but Kiss first appeared in comic books as a character in Howard the Duck. And Kiss went on to make their own comic books. Now, there was a lot of mystery surrounding it because they actually took a tube of blood from each member and they put it into the vat with the ink and they pressed their first comic books. Well, Kiss has lent their brand name, their title of their band to over 3,000 products. And this particular version of Kiss Comics, you can see that's in number 1. This appeared in the early new millennium. And Kiss are really comic book characters. They're larger than life. And they're perfect for the genre of comic books. And here's some of their issues. This is number 2. I believe this came out around the time of the Kiss reunion, around the Psycho Circus tour, where they were doing their first final tour. This is number 3. Number 4. So every month or so I was going out to the newsstand to collect these. And this is number 5. Number 6. Number 7. And good old number 8. Let's move on to the rock year 1989. And there was somebody named Todd Loren who began something called Revolutionary Comics. And that was sort of the equivalent of bootleg or unauthorized recordings, because these were non-authorized comic books. But they did get the support of comic book heroes like Kiss and Frank Zappa. But there were some artists like New Kids on the Block that weren't very happy about some of their lampoons of their comics about the band. And they didn't like that they weren't paying royalties, so they started suing them. They faced all sorts of legal battles. There were only 65 of them actually put out from the years 1989 to 1993. Other than the legal battles, there was a murder of the owner of Revolutionary Comics. His name, again, was Todd Loren. There's a movie called Unauthorized and Proud of It, and it gives you the whole story of what happened with the rock and roll comics. But these rock and roll comics were meant for adult audiences. They told the history of famous rock and roll artists and some of their exploits. So this was definitely rock and roll comics for the adult crowd. And here's, you can see the Rod Stewart one. And they also went into some more contemporary artists at the time, you know, like we mentioned, New Kids on the Block, and this one is Paula Abdul. Well, I hoped you enjoyed my foray into rock and roll comics. And don't forget to keep on reading those comics and keep on rocking. Bye now.